After getting your teeth kicked in last night in the first inning and having it be ball game over in the first inning, you knew you needed a good start from Jose Barrios. You got that. You knew you needed some timely hits. You got that. And you won a ball game. 2-1 in walk-off fashion over the Philadelphia Phillies, but not just any walk-off. Alejandro Kirk. And there's been so much talk about him this year in so many different ways. Right? To start the year was the contract. We're all happy. Then he had a really rough start to the year. And we're like, boy, this is not good. And then he's been incredible since then. And not only does he get the walk-off hit, it's off of former Blue Jay closer Jordan Romano. You can't write this stuff. Baseball, baby. That's all I gotta say. The only mistake Jose Barrios made today was a solo shot to Nick Castellanos to right field in the second inning, making it 1-0 Phillies. But the Jays offense can't get anything going until Andres Gimenez gets on base for the second time in the ballgame in the bottom of the sixth. Right? I think the Jays had 2 hits to this point, both Andres Gimenez singles. He steals second base. So now he's at second for Bo Bichette, who drives one to left field. Or I guess it was left center. And it falls, and it goes all the way to the wall. It kind of, I think Brandon Marsh slid for it, didn't make the play. And Bo's flying around the bases, slides in safely at third with an RBI double. A triple. What am I talking about? I said sliding at third with a double. It makes no damn sense. Sliding to third with a triple. And the Jays have tied the game at 1. Jimenez scoring the play. And you have a guy at third with only 1 out for Vladdy. Can't get it done. We go 3 innings later with Vladimir Guerrero Jr. bouncing one up the middle for a base hit. Ends up stealing second. And JT Realmuto coming out of the ball game, which, boy, I hope he's all right. That's painful stuff. With him coming out of the ball game, Vladdy tests the arm of the catcher, and it really didn't go well for him. And just like that, you have a guy in scoring position with 1 out. Now Addison Barger strikes out, bringing up Alejandro Kirk with 2 out and a guy at second. And it was a 1-2 count. KIRKY is battling, fouling pitches off, but he knows Jordan Romano better than just about everybody else on this roster when it comes to seeing him pitch. So what does he do? Gets a 97-mile-an-hour fastball and drives it to right field, and it goes off the wall. But with 2 out, obviously Vladdy's in motion. He scores easily. KIRKY walks it off for the second time this year. And the Blue Jays get back into the win column, back to 3 games over 500 at 32-29 on the year. And most importantly, they even up this series at 1 game apiece. Incredible stuff from KIRKY. And let's break down the offensive stats, because they weren't very good. Bo and Vladdy had 1 first. KIRKY with obviously the walk-off. Andres Gimenez had 2 hits. That's it. 5 hits for the Blue Jays. As much as the walk-offs are fun and we're going to enjoy it, you scored 3 runs on, what was it, 5 hits yesterday? Let me confirm that. It wasn't many. 3 runs on 5 hits yesterday. You scored 2 runs on 5 hits today. You're not playing the A's anymore, fellas. So, gotta smarten up a bit here, but we'll take the W regardless. 5 hits for the Blue Jays. They didn't walk any time at all today. Actually, no walks today. Struck out 4 times. But as much as everyone's going to talk about Alejandro Kirk, Jose Barrios was awesome. 6 innings, 4 hits, 1 run, 5 punch-outs, walked 2, allowed the solo shot, but nothing more. And got out of that massive, they were down 1-0 still. Bases loaded and 1 out. Finds a way to get the infield pop-up, gets the next out, inning over, and allows the Blue Jays to get back into this ball game. The bullpen did their job. Chad Green, clean inning, no base runners, punch out. Good stuff there. Brendan Little, who has just been a revelation for this organization. He has been outstanding. Got 5 outs today, inning and 2/3. Didn't allow a base runner and struck out 2. Brendan Little has been outstanding for this team, and it continues. Jeff Hoffman got the final out of the ninth inning. Allowed a hit, but nothing else. And he picked up the victory, his 5th win on the season. And the Blue Jays, like I mentioned, pick up the victory. It's a beautiful thing. Shout out McDonald's, I guess. Anyway, a beautiful thing. Harvey's makes your hamburger. What am I saying? That's Harvey's. Anyways, the finale of this series goes tomorrow at 3:07 at Rogers Center. Jesus Luzardo versus Chris Bassitt on the mound as the Blue Jays look to win this series. After how bad Game 1 was, you have an opportunity to win this series tomorrow afternoon, go 4 games over 500, and hit the road. Because where do they go next? They go to Minnesota. Very important series there. I know it's early on in the season, but Minnesota has one of those wild card spots. You have a 3-game set there in Minneapolis against the Twins. So got to finish up strong tomorrow in the finale, win a series, and then hit the road. All right, so you know what, guys? Actually, no, before we go into that, Gosman? Gosman's going Game 1. And as much as the Wizard of Goz has been so good for this Blue Jays team the last little while, I think he had a rough one last time, right? 4 2/3. Yeah, he wasn't very good against the Athletics. However, his numbers against the Twins, historically, have been no good. We just have his number. I don't get it. So we'll see what happens in that one. Game 2 is it's up in the air. That might be Joe Ryan, who he's been good for. Boy, he's been fantastic. And then the finale is Howden Francis and Pablo Lopez. Gonna be a tough weekend series. But you can't look too far ahead because and I already did. But tomorrow, the finale of the series, find a way to get a series dub against one of the best teams in the National League. All right, like I mentioned, 3:07 first pitch. Jesus Luzardo, Chris Bassitt. All right, so you know what, guys? That's going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video in the game today, hit the like button. Do appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button. You guys not done so already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game. Would you like, would you not like from today's game for the Toronto Blue Jays? Twitter, Discord, Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff is down below. So follow up there if you haven't done so already. And I will talk to you guys, Jays Edition, tomorrow. Well, it'll be in the evening, I guess. Jays, Phillies, the finale of this series at Rogers Center. Jesus Luzardo, Chris Bassitt is the pitching matchup there. Thank you so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and the KIRKY walk-off tonight. Talk to you guys then.